Hey everybody, it's me, Lila, GMA Rides. Just going out to do something interesting, and I thought I'd take you along with me. In this case, I'm just kind of starting to check stuff out for a road trip, and going to get my music all set up here, since I don't want to listen to my sleepy time music. Makes me tired. Ooh, okay, that's a little bit loud. Anyway, I also just kind of want to make sure that my camera is going to work. I thought I'd set up a video, see how that works out. I also want to make sure that this charging setup, I know my phone's kind of cockeyed off to the side. I just want to make sure that the basics of the charging is set up okay. And I did some other little bits and other things that I want to make sure that are working okay. Still not quite sure about what I'm packing where, because I haven't traveled with this setup before, but I'll get used to it. The hardest part about the Road King, I think, is getting it off the kickstand. I know it sounds kind of stupid, but there it is. Anyway, I do love that sound. I do love that sound. I'm not quite sure what that noise is. I just heard some kind of a electronic something or other. I think it's some kind of something Bluetooth connecting on my phone. But that's not the purpose of this ride. The purpose of this ride is for the camera. So, let's go have a ride and chat, shall we? We're going to go the back way out of Parkland. And we'll talk a little bit about my upcoming trip. I know we've been talking about it for a quick minute. And what's going to happen is I think I've told you this before, leaving town with the Neils, my friends, and going to Virginia City with them in Nevada, stopping by to see my family again in Pahrump. I just love saying that name. It just sounds so weird. Pahrump. There's a lot of retirees and other nice people in it. It's a cute little town, but wicked hot. So yeah, and being able to stop in Pahrump will be a nice time to set myself up for the trip coming up. So there'll be that. I'm also going to go out today and just run some gas out and make sure this thing is idling properly. I think I just had some crappy gas in it or something. I do know that it's going to apparently be temperamental as far as the idle goes. But as long as it runs out so nice on the freeway, I think it's okay. I don't mind it. So anyway, back to what I was talking about earlier. The plan is I'm going to stop and see my family in Nevada. And the purpose of this trip is to knock out some more of those challenge ride stops for the Harley-Davidson 50 States Challenge. And along the trip, if I can get some of the 15 for 25 Harley stops, which is another Harley-Davidson challenge ride, I'll do that as well. I've also already logged my miles on this bike for the first of the year, and I'll set one of my trip meters on this one so I can see how many miles I actually hit on this ride. What else? Oh yeah, I've got a couple of other little roadside stops because I like to see the quirky and the weird when I'm traveling. I know, it sounds reasonable for me to see the quirky and the weird, huh? I know, I do. I like quirky. And so I just thought that I would do those things. Yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. And so then, anyway, I'm not going to be too direct about where I'm going. I mean, it's going to be pretty hard to figure out where I'm at anyway. And not because I'm trying to be cute or anything, but number one, I'm not exactly sure what my route's going to be from one day to the next. And the next thing is that since I travel solo, I don't like to publish my route when I'm traveling. It just seems safer to me and more reasonable. So, you know, you're certainly welcome to follow along on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, of course. You could subscribe to my channel and like this and leave me a comment. How do you prepare for a long trip? I'm at the stage of deciding, oh, I guess I should have started packing a week or so ago. And I should have, but I didn't. So there we have it. I'm kind of concerned that, you know, I'm leaving on an untried setup, but that's okay. I know that the bike runs, and I know how to ride, so, I mean, I guess all the other stuff is just kind of basic. So there's that. Yeah. And then after I leave Nevada, I'll be going across Kansas, and then kind of going over to, I think it's Indiana, up through Michigan, and across the top of the Great Lakes to Green Bay. Then I might go down to Milwaukee and see the museum again. I don't know, it depends on what day of the week it turns out being. Lots of times they have events on the weekends, and so that's kind of fun. And with my hog membership, I get in free, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, when it comes time to pack, I always try to remember to bring the basics, you know. I bring enough medication to get me through every day. And maybe an extra 5 days. It kind of depends on how many days I'm going to be gone, how much the percentage is of what I drag along with me extra-wise medication. And that's only the prescription stuff, because the over-the-counter meds, if you don't need to load yourself down with bringing a lot with you, because there's a pharmacy anywhere where you can get over-the-counter medication. And it's the same thing for, you know, like underwear and socks and that kind of stuff. I generally only bring a couple of pairs with me. And, you know, if something wears out, it's easy enough to stop at a Walmart or someplace and grab what you need, which is what I usually do. I also tend to wash things out at night in the motel. I'm not camping. I'm not much for camping because, in my experience, I'm kind of a clumsy camper. And although I'm not averse to camping overall, going cross-country camping is just not really my jam. It seems to add a lot of extra time to your trip. And that point, it's like it adds an hour at night and an hour in the morning. Because like I said, I'm old. I'm kind of creaky. And listen to this bike. Sounds good, huh? Anyway, I'm old and creaky, and it takes me a while to get things set up. And so, yeah, there's that. Sorry, I guess I could have waited to turn this on until it was a little bit better scenery out. We're going to probably head the back way towards Roy. Just go kind of wander and talk some more. I know that when I download this onto my phone, it busts it up into 11-minute chunks. So I try not to do much more than that on it. Yeah. But at any rate, I'm looking at about, I think, 5,000 or 6,000 miles. At my farthest point away, I'll stop and get the oil changed. And so there'll be that. Yeah. Yep. Bubba is not thrilled about Mommy leaving. Bubba is my little Pekingese dog. And if you are not new to my channel, you have probably seen Bubba a few times. He's pretty cute. I mean, if I didn't have him and my cat, I would probably be on the road full time, because they're pretty much the reason I don't stay gone all the time. Well, that and finances. I mean, you can't sustain a motel every night on the kind of income I have. But that's no big. That's what winters are for. Come back and I bust ass paying off my credit card debt. Golf course is nice today, huh? So we're out on Pacific Avenue in Tacoma now, going through Parkland Spanaway area. One of the lovelier areas of town. Yep. And I'm gonna get stuck in traffic on the way home, aren't I? Can you tell? I always get a kick of it. You know, guys don't generally wave at chicks riding. I don't care. I wave at everybody because I'm pretty happy to be out here, to tell you the truth. Yep, I'm just happy to be riding. And I'm going to try and get a visit in to my son Friday evening, Friday afternoon, for coffee or something before I go. And so that's it. Anyway, stay tuned for the next, and you know what to do, okay? Okay, see you next time.